Hello there, everyone, and how are you guys today? Well, we would just like to remind you to like, comment, and subscribe if you have not already. Now,
Hello, my sunflowers. How are you? Well, I'm going to be doing a reading on Justin Bieber. Oh, so many people are so concerned about Justin, aren't they, baby? They
yes, they
are
are.
concerned about him. They want to know, how he's doing, how he's coping. Is he talking? Well, I want to just give a quick reading, a few minutes, just a quick reading. I read on Justin so much. I'm just going to do a quick reading on how Justin is doing. Is that all right?
I think the last time you read on him was when he welcomed
His son.
Mhm.
It was a girl or boy? I forgot.
I think it was
We
a
go
boy.
through so much news, things don't stick. We go through so much news. Would you say so, baby Crone?
Mhm. Yes.
Guess what?
They do have a boy.
A baby Justin.
They called him Jack.
Jack something.
Okay.
It's a Jack. It's a double name.
Oh, okay. Jack Blue.
Jack Blue, right? These names. Jack Blue. He gonna probably wind up calling himself Blue. Cause by the time he older, but that name Jack gonna be old.
Come here, Jack. Jack.
Hey, Blue. Or JB.
Oh yeah, he does have the initials for JB. He could be JBB.
JBB. All right. So here we go. Justin Bieber. How are you?
Oh yes, I want to look up his zodiac sign.
Yeah, please. Any other thing you can find out about him. People say he's talking. I don't know. I don't think that. I don't know. I don't know. I heard he's not talking, but let's see what the cards say.
Okay, well, he's a Pisces.
Very spiritual.
Yes, born on March 1st.
Oh, baby Crone. Oh, well, I see a celebration. I don't know what that would entail because I definitely see an Aries. So I see Aries here. So I see Aries. I see some kind of celebration, some kind of release. That's what I see. Let's see what's going on here. I see death. I see the wheel of fortune. Above him, I see the Ten of Pentacles, and below him. Let me take a look at this. This should be a happy time. He's had a baby. Him and his wife, they waited years. They finally got this baby. This should be the happiest time in his life. But yet, he feels bogged down as if he's dead with the weight of this thing. With the weight of Diddy, it's bogged him down. And right now, I think that he's going through bouts of depression. But when I see this wheel of fortune card can say he can pull out of this. I think the pressure is from people wanting him to talk, people wanting him to say things, people wanting to hear things. But financially, he's secure. Justin Bieber financially is secure. Here, beneath him, he want to talk. He want to talk. But because this is a victory and the sword is up with a victory wreath. I think he want to talk. I'm getting the feeling he wants to talk, but not too soon. Not to say too much. Because he feels bad about all of this. And I'm getting a strong sense that he feel like he had a part in it too. If that makes sense, that's what I'm getting. I'm not saying he's right because he's been conditioned. Like maybe the same thing with Usher. Whatever Usher did, he could have been conditioned. But on a sidebar, this is just, we're talking about these things. That's how I felt. It's funny that feeling come up because that's how I felt about R. Kelly. I felt as though he was molested by his sister, and as a kid, without ever getting help. He became the product of his environment. But people say he was a grown man, he should have got help. The webs we weave, I don't know. I'm not a psychologist, a psychiatrist, or a psychologist, or sociologist. I don't know. All I know is he's been mentally messed with. And I'm picking up another energy. You all may not like what I'm saying. I'm picking up that Justin wanted to be a part of the in crowd. He wanted to be a part of the fray, the motley crew. He wanted to be known. He wanted to know the ditties. He wanted the life. And his family wanted that too. I'm getting a strong strength that his family wanted that. So he wanted it. And you would think, well, where is his mother? They trust. But those days, you didn't think that things like this was going on. So it was easy to trust. But now those days in America are forever gone. We will never trust like this again, ever. There will never be no freak off parties and called freak off parties. A new name and a new day. But it'll never be. That time has gone. And these young men that has been affected by it, really, he has been really, because he's the youngest. So he has been truly affected by this. And I'm also picking up, he's also been tampered with by the Kardashians. It is said that Courtney slept with him. That wouldn't surprise me because she liked young men. And she was younger at the time. Young, but it's nothing wrong with an older woman and a young man. I mean, we're doing it now. Look at Cher, look at their mama. So you got to look at where the fruit is falling. So that's not a bad thing. And it's not like Justin ever complained. So if Justin never complained now, why would he complain? If he didn't complain then, why would he start talking? Mm-hmm. He would have to walk a slippery slope. What do you think, baby Crone?
Yes, most definitely. Most definitely, because you don't want that stigma on you.
Yeah, and then, going into the gory details that you don't want someone to know. We'll see. So let's see what's coming before him. Let's see what's coming in. I see very strong energy, very strong masculine energy is coming in. Very strong energy. I see a reconciliation of some kind. Maybe this very strong energy, and maybe them somehow between death, whatever this is, I see a bridge where there will be some kind of communication. Some talking is going to go on by somebody, by someone or someone that's in great authority, and making him feel comfortable and safe and encouraging him to speak up because he can speak more recent. You understand? Mm-hmm. And so it's like they want to bridge the gap, but I don't know if he's falling for it easily because he once bitten, twice shy. He know the streets. He know the code. They all probably took a vow. They all could have taken a blood vow. You don't know. Mm-hmm. This is Jay-Z. You see Diddy be doing stuff like this. You don't know. To get in this, it seems like you have to have a code. It's exactly. Like they probably said something. The code could have been what? Kim Kardashian deleted Diddy. That could have been a code for chill, run. We don't know. Mm-hmm. But if this man is as powerful as they say, and this man have tapes, then surely you can speak on air and there's a code. Yeah. There's a code that the government can say on the air, and none of us will know what it means, but the special elite would and know exactly what to do. Mm-hmm. You understand?
Yeah.
So I think it was I think he had enough time to sit out on this.
He
had enough time to plan. He had enough time to run. He had enough time to do all of this. And I know that Justin Bieber is very much aware of this. So if a part of you feel like I seek this out, even though it's not his fault, do you understand? Sometimes we feel responsible because, when I go looking for the devil, I found the devil. You understand? I went looking and I found more than what I was looking for. But being young and being impressionable, and Biddy showing him this life, and here he's from a boy from Canada, from a small life, and then Biddy showing him this big life in New York, and he wants these things, and so he was smitten, and he followed him, and then he lured him into the gate of hell. And sometimes, you all don't have to agree. Sometimes some stories don't need to be told.
That's true.
Sometimes some stories, especially if nobody was destroyed in the process. And sometimes it is better to let sleeping dogs lie. Sometimes it's not best to just put it all out there, especially in a media where we are today that could love you today and turn around and hate you tomorrow. And now you're everything but a name, but a child of the kingdom of righteousness. You are a child of Beelzebub. You everything stinky. They can turn on you, call him all kind of horrid names. They could use everything he said and rip him down and drive him insane with it. We living in these times you just can't trust. So that's why I say sometimes you can find a therapist or someone. I don't know. What do you think, baby Crone? I'm just talking because I feel for the man.
Yes, most definitely. Or anyone.
The young father.
Yes. Especially anybody that goes through what he goes through.
What he went through.
Yes. But I definitely feel as though... Hold on. Okay.
Who was that?
I have no idea. We'll figure that out. Especially when especially when Justin Bieber, like you said, he is a father now, and this should be a joyous time for him to.
Right.
I did say he was a Pisces. Now let me see how old he is, because that's going to.
Isn't he 28, 29?
If he is, that will explain a lot. Mm-hmm. He's just coming out of his Saturn return, just completing his Saturn return, which basically is a tumult.
Why don't you just tell us his age first, honey?
30.
Okay, he just hit 30. Okay.
Yes, he'll be 31.
Okay. So he's getting up there. Okay.
Yes, he's definitely getting up there.
He's getting up there. So I thought he was older.
Settle down.
He's settling down, starting a family, and this is a lot to deal with them. So let's see. So we see what he's dealing with and what's definitely coming in his present, even as we speak, and that is power. Very strong forces are there coming to try to get some kind of reconciliation, some kind of information, some kind of dialogue, some kind of talking. I definitely see that he's even being pressured.
Yes.
Pressured, would you say? I would say even being pressured to do it. Now, let's see what's coming in from the right, and let's see what his future is going to look like. What's coming into his short-term future? I see a king. I see he's confronting. I see that he's edgy. He's on the edge of his seat. I see, because here he started with fire, so I see fire again. I see that he's on the edge of his seat. He still have his throne. It just seems like to me, he just don't want to be bothered with it. He just want people just leave him alone. It's like, I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to deal with it. I don't want to be a monument to justice. Just leave me alone. I don't want to be the one talking. I'm not saying he's not talking, but it's a conflict within inside of himself. Yeah, see? The hangman. And what does that mean? Just needing time. He needs time to think, to organize, focus on his son, become a father, learn to be a good father. He really needs time. This just happened at a bad time for him. This has just been a bad season, but he has that baby, and that baby brings them joy. It really does. You have a question?
Yes, my question is, how is Justin coping with his past with Diddy?
I'm going to tell you. I'm going to lay it out right before you. I see a psychic wound hanging steady. I see here somebody who's been through something. I don't know, because he doesn't look like he got a black eye, but he looked like psychologically he was abused. You see the rag on his head. You see he's standing steady and he's leaning, meaning he's not 100% over it. He's leaning, but the sticks in the back of him are very, very strong. So I don't know if those sticks are for him or against him. Let's see what the card said. Those car sticks are for him. So we have another one that shows up. So what does that tell me? That tells me he just wants people to what? Leave him alone. Allow me to just enjoy some peace and happiness in my life. When I turn on the TV, it's my name. Everywhere I look, it's my name. Everybody looking at me like I'm a freak. Oh my, I'm channeling. People looking at me like I'm a freak. People have negative thoughts of me. You understand? How do you talk to a man and let him know it's not your fault? When he said, I freely went, I did this, I drank, I knew better, I went, I did. What do? Because in order to get to truth, you have to own your part in it. How do you tell someone you was young? How do you tell someone it's not your fault? How do you tell someone when they say, but I knew what I was doing? How do you say it's not your fault? You was violated. How do you say that to Usher? How do you say these things to grown men?
Yes.
How? How do you say it, and how do they believe? It is easy to walk away and do what Usher does. They just don't deal with it. Usher don't talk about it. They could talk about it right in front of Usher's face. Usher say something. If he says something, he's vague. Very cool cat.
Yes, definitely.
And they banking on Justin Bieber to become emotional, because Justin Bieber becomes unhinged, and so he start acting out, drinking. And I think, as a matter of fact, just a night or so ago, a couple of nights, he was out drinking somewhere and getting drunk. So this thing is bothersome to him, and God knows the pressure that all of this is putting on his wife. Not that she wants to leave him, but how do you help a man that's in this and was in this? And she probably know a lot about stuff like this as well. She's been around too. Oh, there are the sticks. All I get from here to here is leave me alone. What do you get, baby Crone?
Yes, most definitely leave him alone.
I don't want to deal with it. Just let me be my dad and let me be the husband. Just leave me and my wife and my baby. Just leave me alone.
Just leave me.
Let me heal. If he told him anything, that's it. Just leave me alone. But they not. They not. They want more. And I would be very careful what I talk about and what I say. Not out of fear, but out of my own reputation.
Exactly.
We live in a fickle country, right?
We do.
It's fickle. And you put that stuff out there. I'm just saying, and many people may not agree with me, and I get that. But this is my opinion, and you are entitled to yours. So please share your opinion with me. Let me know how you think. So the state of Justin Bieber right now, he just leave me alone. I just need peace. I just want y'all to leave me alone. Leave me alone. I'm trying to work. We're working it out. I don't want to get involved in it. I just leave me alone. I don't want to be the one that y'all picked to say I took Diddy down. I wouldn't want. Would you want that?
No, I wouldn't want that.
I don't want that. I don't think he wants that. I think it's a lot going on. I think he's being pressured. And I think they go away and they come back and they pressure him because I do see a strong force. It could be a family member. It could be, who knows? Somebody is pressuring this man to talk and give up the info. But this man may tell a little bit, but I don't see him talking right now. He's too on guard. He's not ready. He's edgy. He needs time to think. He's just, he goes through bouts of depression. No. He's trying to think about his music career, but he's thinking, is that ruined? He's got a lot on his plate. So do you think that, let me just, the world card? The world card. This lets me know that he's come full circle with it. It's like he's done. He's want to turn over. He got a new way of life. He's getting into his faith. He falls down, but he gets back up. He's really being torn in between. You see this world card? Meaning I'm tired of it. I've been around and around and around, and every time I turn on the TV, can you imagine? Can you imagine his phone? Can you imagine his wife? Can you imagine? Reporters?
Social media.
Social media, I know, and YouTube, it's not no way you can go where he's not mentioned. With Diddy. Yep. It's no way you can go. No. So how is he coping? He want to run away, but it's nowhere to go. It's nowhere to go. Again, there it is. He's just out. Whatever Justin doing, Justin is taking time out for Justin. Justin is taking time out for Justin.
As he needs.
He is just not, he aborting it. Whatever he said, but he is just not wanting to be in the media with this. He wants to get on. He wants to be a father. He wants to make reconciliation. He's just not for all of this. I can't stress that enough. He's not for it, y'all. He want out of this. He doesn't like it. It's humiliating. He's embarrassed. He's humiliated. This doesn't make him feel good. He feels bad. He feels bad what happened to him. He got a lot to deal with. And is he getting counseling? Well, we see a page and a cup. He's emotional because it's just like a little kid. Yep, we do. Yes, he's getting counseling because the Hierophant showed up. So he is getting counseling. Is it helping? Yes. He gets to talk about his trauma, his childhood. He is getting to talk and share his feelings. He is slow because he's like, but he is talking. And this therapy and stuff is what he needs. So yes, I do see him. It's like he's a little kid, emotional, dealing with a lot. The thought of a new dad, worrying about his son, but he's getting counseling. And that's the good thing. And he is talking to someone who really gets him and understand him. So I have to say, that's my read. This is not a good time. I will sum this up. This is not a good time for him. This is something he wants so far behind him. He has been psychologically damaged. Can he be healed? Yes, all of us can be healed. All of us, be it physical or mental. It just depends on what kind of healing you're looking for. Sometimes we could be hurt and the scar never go away, but you can learn to live with it. Sometimes you're just so hurt that you're battered and bruised that it may take a year to heal. Sometimes it takes 2. Sometimes it takes 10. Sometimes we never get over it. But I think by him getting counseling and by him moving in the right direction and having a faith, I think that there is hope for Justin. I hope that their marriage withstand this tremendous thing that has been placed on them at a time where they should be the most joyous time of their lives. And they have this hell of a situation to deal with. So this is not a good time for him. He's, like I said, he was out there drinking. This got to be terrible. It's got to be humiliating. And everyone who's got involved can admit all of them are feeling humiliated, embarrassed. Because that's how we feel when we realize we've been sleeping with Kaiser Sose, the devil himself, and his whores. And I'm not talking about women. I'm talking about whores. I'm not talking about his concubines. I'm talking about the double whores, the people who work for him, who does the work, who does the diddy deeds, who lure the people into his dungeons and into his clutches because they were lured in. And maybe by some weird oath or some Illuminati ritual, they're bound. We don't know. But it's time for the kingdom to come down. And with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this reading. Was that good? I hope you enjoyed this reading on Justin Bieber. May he find his peace and let him move on. Let him move on. He's fiery. He's sensitive. He goes through mood swings because this is a lot. He has to learn how to deal with all of this. This is a new way of life for him. Something he never expected. I can't stress this enough. So prayers going up for Justin as he goes through this. And he has good days, as we all do, and bad days. But right now, things are looking pretty calm. But when he looked at his child, how he see it? When he look at his child, he says, all things are possible. And whatever I've been through, I'm going to make sure my son won't. So with that being said, I thank you for joining me as I read on the conditional state of Justin Bieber as we read this. Did you like that, baby?
Yes, most definitely. I did enjoy this reading on Justin Bieber.
So that's my reading. Thank you for joining us. Please, if you like this video, please subscribe. And if you like this video, please thumb us up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. We really appreciate it and we thank you in advance. And with that being said, we love you. Sunflowers.